to love her. So she will do whatever it takes, and she doesn't know how to make us.
Megyn Kelly ignited controversy during a live broadcast when she suggested Meghan Markle may not be 42 as officially claimed, but significantly older. This on-air statement shocked audiences and reignited long-standing rumors about the Duchess's true age. Kelly's remark did more than spark gossip. It challenged the credibility of Meghan's carefully curated public image.
Hijacked this name from Queen Elizabeth. The least you can do is respect this woman, respect her institution.
The reaction was immediate and widespread, with many questioning whether this revelation could unravel the polished fairy tale that Meghan has worked so hard to present. Meghan Markle's biography has long been scrutinized, with critics alleging it reads less like reality and more like a Hollywood script. Observers point to inconsistencies, missing years, and edited narratives that suggest her life story has been reshaped to fit an idealized fairy tale. From interviews to published accounts, the timeline often appears too polished, too convenient. This perception of manipulation raises doubts not only about her age, but also about the authenticity of her broader life story, casting suspicion on how much of it has been carefully rewritten. Accounts from Meghan Markle's earlier years paint a starkly different image from the one she projects today. Former neighbors and acquaintances describe her as ambitious and sometimes domineering, labeling her a bully brat who always had her sights set on marrying into wealth and influence. While ambition is not inherently negative, the way these stories surface suggests a calculated drive that aligns with the suspicions surrounding her present-day controversies. Such testimony adds weight to the idea that Meghan's public persona may be more performance than authenticity. Anomalies within Meghan Markle's past continue to raise questions. Old photographs, alumni records, and even official documents appear inconsistent with her stated birth year. In several group photos, contemporaries who should be younger appear noticeably older, while certain records seem quietly amended over time. These discrepancies suggest a possible effort to obscure her actual age and reshape her public image. The more investigators analyze the evidence, the clearer it becomes that Meghan's polished image may conceal deeper, unresolved truths about her personal history. One particular photograph from Northwestern University's Salsa Club has become a focal point in the controversy. At first glance, it appears to be an innocent group photo of students in the early 2000s. However, upon closer inspection, the age difference stands out. Most of those pictured were born in the early 1970s, placing them in their 50s today. Yet Meghan, claiming a 1981 birth year, appears seamlessly integrated into this older group. The image has fueled speculation that her official age does not align with reality, reinforcing suspicions of a cover-up. The pattern of irregularities in Meghan Markle's timeline has led critics to suggest that her history has been deliberately altered. Beyond the Salsa Club photo, alumni records, event flyers, and other documents display discrepancies that cannot easily be dismissed as coincidence. Rather than isolated incidents, these repeated inconsistencies suggest a broader strategy to manipulate public perception of her age and background. Each anomaly compounds the suspicion that Meghan's fairy tale persona was carefully engineered rather than naturally lived. In 2019, Meghan Markle's handling of her son Archie's birth certificate drew sharp criticism. Initially, the document listed her full first and middle names. Weeks later, however, it was amended, replacing her personal identity with the title of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. Such alterations are highly unusual, as birth certificates are typically considered permanent legal records. Critics argue this move undermines her credibility and illustrates a broader pattern of controlling official documents to suit her image, raising questions about what else might have been quietly revised. Observers note that Meghan Markle's past photographs and records appear not to emerge organically but rather at carefully chosen times. Unlike the natural release of old yearbook or candid photos, Meghan's images resurface only when public pressure mounts, suggesting a curated and controlled effort. This selective presentation fosters skepticism, as authentic histories tend to include both flattering and unflattering details. Instead, Meghan's carefully timed photo releases reinforce the perception of an image too polished to be real, fueling further doubts about her authenticity. Meghan Markle's numerous legal battles, including her defamation case with Samantha Markle, have repeatedly backfired in terms of public perception. Rather than silencing critics, these cases revive and amplify long-standing rumors about her age, past relationships, and inconsistencies in her story. Each court appearance seems to provide ammunition for speculation, drawing renewed attention to unresolved questions about her history. Instead of protecting her reputation, litigation often reignites the very narrative she seeks to escape, deepening public mistrust in her account of her own life. The implications of Meghan Markle's alleged age deception extend far beyond Hollywood. If proven true, such actions would suggest that she misled not only casting directors and the public but also the British monarchy itself. This possibility undermines the legitimacy of her entire narrative, transforming her carefully crafted fairy tale into what critics describe as smoke and mirrors. Multiple inconsistencies across documents, photos, and timelines suggest a calculated effort rather than accidental error. The controversy raises a larger question: if her age is in doubt, what else in her story has been rewritten? Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.